Okay, good morning everybody. I hope you're all ready to do some yoga. We're gonna need a little bit of space today. So if you have a yoga mat, that's perfect. But if you don't, just make yourself some room around you. Because we're gonna be stretching all over the place. So today we're gonna start off with our legs crossed and our hands on our lap, and we're gonna take 3 deep breaths in through our nose and out through our mouth. Ready? So first we'll go in and exhale. 2 more. 1 in and exhale like you're blowing out a candle. And another last one, deep breath in and exhale. Nice work, everybody. So while we do our yoga today, feel free to drink water at any time you need. And if any of the poses don't feel good for you, that's fine. Just do your own pose, whatever feels good. So first, we're gonna do a side stretch from our sitting. So we're gonna take our left arm, put your right hand next to you flat on the floor, and reach it out over the side of your body. Maybe you want to look up at your hand. And we're going to stay here for a few breaths to get that nice stretch in our side body. Nice work, everybody. And we can come back to center. Now we're going to do the other side. Put your left hand on the floor. Reach your right hand up and over your body, and you can look up at your hand with your eyes, or you can just look forward. Either's fine. And take a few breaths here. Maybe you'll find when you exhale, you can sink a little deeper into your stretch. And we're gonna come right back to center. Nice work, everybody. The next pose we're gonna do is the seated eagle pose. So you're gonna come on your knees with your toes folded underneath you like this. So everybody's on their knees. And then with your hands, we're gonna do eagle arms. So take your right arm out in front of you like this, and you're gonna wrap your left arm under your elbow and place your hand as close to your right hand as you can. And this is our eagle, and you're gonna feel this in your shoulders. We'll take a few deep breaths here. Good work, everybody. Now we're gonna do the other side. So your left hand is out straight in front of you, your left arm. And you're going to take your right arm, bring it underneath your left arm, and wrap your right hand as close to your left hand as you can to make your eagle arms. And you're going to feel this in your shoulders. Nice work, everybody. And we can release and shake out our shoulders. Maybe we'll do 3 big shoulder rolls backwards. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Okay, next we're gonna come into our tabletop position. So in this position, we're on our hands and our knees. We're looking like a table with our toes tucked underneath us. And we're gonna sit here for a second. Take a deep breath, and then we're gonna move into our cat-cow. So you're gonna drop your belly to the ground, arch your back, and look up. This is our cow. And then we're gonna move up into our cat. You're gonna tuck your tummy in and arch your back. So it's like you're stretching like a cat. And we're gonna move between our cat and our cow. So you can go at whatever pace feels good for you, or you can follow along with me. We'll do our cow, and then our cat. Our cow, and our cat. Our cow, and our cat, and we'll do it one more time. Our cow, and our cat. Nice work, everybody. We can come back to our tabletop position. And this next move we're gonna do is called thread the needle. So you're gonna bring your right hand up while you're still keeping your left hand and your 2 knees on the ground. And take a look up at it. Stretch and open up through your chest. And when you're ready, you're gonna swing your right hand underneath your left arm so that your shoulder's on the ground and so is your face. And we're threading the needle. You're gonna feel this stretch in your shoulder. Nice work, everybody. And we can come back up into our tabletop and we're gonna do the other side. So reach your left arm up, super high, open up your shoulder and through your chest. And then you're gonna swing it underneath your right arm, right through this hole here, threading the needle, and then drop your chest to the ground. Nice work, everybody. Good job. We can come right back up into our tabletop. And we're gonna lean right back into child's pose. So you're gonna sit back on your feet with your knees slightly apart and reach forward onto the ground and touch your head to the ground. And we'll take a few deep breaths here. This is a really great stretch for your back. Well done, everybody. We can come back into our table pose and we're gonna go into our downward dog. So tuck your toes underneath your feet and we're gonna lift up, pushing through our feet and our hands into our down dog. So we'll push right up. We're tucking in our belly button. And if you want, you can pedal your dog out. So you can bring one foot flat and then the other. Add a little movement here, see how that feels. Or if you prefer to just stay still, that's okay too. Well done, everybody. We're gonna take our right leg and we're gonna lift it up. This is our 3-legged dog. I'm hitting my wall, I didn't give myself enough space. And then we're gonna swing our right leg forward in between our 2 hands. For a low lunge, drop your back knee. And lift your hands up and look up. You're gonna feel this in your thighs. Good job, everybody. Well done. When you're ready, put your hands back beside your feet, or your right foot. Bring your right foot back to behind you, and we're gonna lift back up into our downward dog. And again, you can pedal this out if you want, add a little bit of movement, or you can just stay still. Well done, everybody. Now we're going to swing our left leg up behind us. And when you're ready, we can look forward and swing our leg right up between our two hands. You can wiggle it there if you need to, I know I do. Drop your right knee to the ground and lift your two hands up and look up. If this is a little hard, you can kind of ease up a little bit, go back here, or if you're finding that it's too easy, you can push forward. Well done, everybody. Perfect, okay. If you're ready, you can put your hands to the ground and you can stand up with me with your legs wide apart, as wide as they'll comfortably go. You don't want to be feeling like you're stretching too much here. Well done, everybody. So we're up on our feet. You're going to take your hands and interlock them behind you. So you're going to hold your hands behind you like this. So our hands are behind us and our shoulders are leaning back. And when you're ready, we're going to lean forwards and try your best to keep your back straight for as long as you can while you do this. So we're leaning forwards, trying to keep our back straight. And once you hit that point where you can't keep your back straight anymore, that's okay. You can just lean forwards and pull your hands up behind you like this. If this is a little uncomfortable for you, you can just let your hands swing and touch the ground in front of you. But if this feels comfortable for you, you can keep them back here. Now you can put your hands in front of you and bend your knees just a little bit. Maybe walk your hands over to your right leg. Walk your hands over to your left leg. Well done, everybody. And back to middle. Now bring your 2 feet together. You can just wiggle them in together, and we're going to get up very slowly. So I'm going to count to 10, and by the time I've counted to 10, you should be all the way up, but we're going to go up slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and you can roll your shoulders back again. Good job, everybody. Now we're going to do our low lunge. So you're going to lean to your right side. We're going to go right down to the ground. So you're on your toe, on your right toe. Your left leg is out beside you. Your knees facing forward. And you can use your fingertips just to balance here. If you want a little extra challenge, you can bring your fingers off the ground. I think I'll keep mine there because that's what's most comfortable for me. We're doing our lunge. Good job, everybody. You'll feel this right through your thigh here. Nice work, everyone. Now we'll switch to our other side. So now we're on our left leg, our knees facing forward, we're on our toes, and we have our right leg stretched out as far as we can beside us, and our fingertips on the ground. And we'll take a few breaths here. Nice work, everybody. You're all doing so wonderful. Great work. Next, we're gonna do my favorite yoga pose. It's called the pigeon. This is gonna give you a stretch in your hip. So you're gonna we'll start on our right side. You're gonna take your right leg and you're gonna put it in front of you, kind of so that it's making a little right angle, a square in front of you. And you're gonna lean right back so that you're kind of sitting back onto your thigh. Your left leg is out behind you, straight. And you're arching your back up like this. And you're gonna feel this stretch, especially in your hip. So we'll stay here for a few breaths. And when we're ready, we're gonna lean forwards as much as we can. If this is a little too tricky for you, you can just go back to child's pose. You could just go back to this one. If the pigeon doesn't feel good for you, that's totally okay. But if the pigeon does feel good for you, we'll stay here. So we'll lean forwards now. We're gonna bring our head near to the ground, as close as you can, but it shouldn't hurt. If it hurts, then, ease back up. And you can, if you're like me, and you're gonna go right to the ground, you can rest your head on your hands. Great work, everybody. So now we'll come out of this. We can put our feet both in front of us and shake our legs out in case they got a little stiff there. And now we'll do the other side. So I'm gonna take my left leg, gonna have it in a little angle in front of me, like a square or an L. And I'm gonna put out my right leg right behind me. And again, if this is uncomfortable for you, you can go back to child's pose or whatever pose feels good for you. And we'll just stay here with our back arch looking up for a few breaths. And then we'll do the same thing. We'll lean forward again. When you're ready, if it feels good, you can lean forwards on top of your leg and rest your head on your hands. Great work, everybody. Okay, we can come back out of that, swing our two legs in front of us, and shake them out. Get all of the stiffness out of there. And we are going to go right back into our downward dog. So our hands will be on the ground, our feet are curled behind us, and we're gonna push up into our feet. And if you want, you can move back and forth, bending one knee at a time to stretch out your hips, or you can just stay still. Well done, everybody. So when you're ready, we're going to move into upward dog. So look forward between your hands and slowly we're going to lean forwards into a plank kind of position and then all the way forwards with our belly on the ground and our hands pushing up so our back is arched, and look up with your head. Try to make sure your shoulders aren't hunched up by your ears like this. You want to have your shoulders down. If this is a little too tricky, you can drop to your elbows. I know that's more comfortable for me, so I'll stay on my elbows. We'll just stay here for a few breaths. Perfect, everybody. So now we're gonna come up over onto our feet, and we're gonna have our hands hang low to your feet as you can, and our knees are just a little bit bent. We'll feel that nice back stretch there. If your hands don't go all the way to the ground, that's okay. You can just hold your elbows. Next, we're gonna place our hands on our thighs, and we're gonna lean forwards into our chair pose, or not chair, forward fold pose with a straight back. I'll show you like this. So our back is straight and we're looking forward, and then we'll go back down. And we'll try again, hands on your thighs, back straight, and then flop right back over in your ragdoll. Woo! I almost lost my balance. My ragdoll too hard. All right, so when you're ready, we're gonna come down and do a squat from our forward fold position. So your feet can be flat on the ground if that's comfortable for you. If it's not, you can stay up on your toes. And you're gonna use your elbows to push your thighs out beside you and have your hands flat between you. If that's not comfortable, it's okay. You can stay here. You can stay on your toes. Whatever feels best for you is totally okay. Nice work, everybody. Well done. All right, now we're gonna come into sitting. You're gonna sit back on your bum, put your 2 feet together with your knees out wide beside you, and we're gonna do a butterfly stretch. So you can put your hands on your feet and just flap your butterfly wings, your knees back and forth. This will help open up our hips and stretch our legs. Good job, everybody. Now we're going to stretch our legs in the opposite direction. So you're gonna bring your left leg and try to put it so that your knee's in front of you, and then wrap your right leg over top like this. But if you can't get all the way here, that's totally fine. You can do it like this. Whatever feels comfortable for you. And then we're gonna take our left hand, reach it behind our back, take our right hand, reach it too, try to see if you can touch your fingers together. I just barely can. We'll take a few breaths here. Good work, everybody. Nice, now we're gonna do our other side. So our right leg is on the ground in front of us. You're gonna wrap your left leg over top as best as you can, whatever feels the most comfortable to you. Then you're gonna take your right arm, reach it behind your back, and try to touch it. Touch your fingers with your left arm. Great job, everybody. Well done, everyone. Now we're gonna take it to the ground. We're gonna lie down on our back. You're gonna take your right leg and rest your ankle on your left thigh and pull your hands in between behind your thigh and pull that into your chest. Nice work, everyone. All right, we'll bring that back down, bring your feet to the ground, and then we'll bring your left leg over top, your ankles on top of your right thigh, and then reach your hands behind your leg to pull that into your chest. Nice work, everybody. And then you can bring your feet back to the ground. Now we'll take both of our knees in at once, hug our knees to our chest, maybe rock back and forth a little bit here. And when you're ready, you can let your legs fall out below you so you're lying flat on your back with your hands on the ground. And we're going to take 3 deep breaths here together, in through our nose and out through our mouth. Inhale and exhale. Again, we're going to inhale and exhale. One more time, we're going to inhale and exhale. Thank you all for joining me here today for our yoga practice. You all did such an amazing job. You should be proud of yourselves. And that's it for our practice today. We can come up back into sitting if you like. And we'll say the word that we always say at the end of yoga classes. It's namaste. So we can all say that together. Namaste. All right, great job, everybody. Thanks so much for coming.
All right, I'm going to unmute everyone so we can say goodbye to each other.
Perfect. Bye, everybody. See you at 2 for crafts.